Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Cincinnati Reds. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Tyler Skaggs gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
David Wright will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Schebler is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early and then don't let your foot off the gas. You've got to keep pressure on this club to not let them back in a ball game.
Neil Walker will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, these guys have the highest fielding percentage in the National League. As a guy on the mound, you really enjoy that because you know they're going to pick you up.
Yoenis Cespedes gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Number 25 comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, number 25.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Hanser Alberto will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Out in front of it, strike one. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. One out, nobody on. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch David Wright at third base in this one. Still a very dependable third baseman. Not quite the third baseman he was early on in his career. He's had physical limitations over the last few years, but still one of the better ones in the game.
First pitch on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds are down and ordered after one, no score. Michael Conforto will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And that pitch is only 89 miles an hour. You know, that's not the hardest fastball you're ever going to come across, but it's the command and the two-seam movement that makes that a tough pitch to hit.
Fastball called for strike two.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him.
The third strikeout for him now. Got him out front a little bit here. He winds up turning this pitch over nicely, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. He'll come in here at 259. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a swing and a little pop-up here right behind home plate. And another foul ball. Ready on 1 and 2. And he got him.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. No score here as we play inning number 2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More ahead from Great American Ballpark right after this. Scott Schebler will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Darno gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Schebler is retired, and there's one away.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Number 23 steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. Line drive to left. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Number 68 will stand in. He is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1. You have to figure that sinker is going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High and deep to right center field. Cespedes is going back. Still going back. Gone! So it's a two-run shot to right center, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Well, you know it has a tendency to get overlooked here, that two-out single that kept this inning alive. I mean, you take nothing away from the guy that just hit the home run, but this is what happens when teams put up a fight there with two away. Pays off for them big time
That
Into the box now, Jose Peraza.
baseman, Jose Peraza.
Lays off 1-0. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. Hit on the ground to short. Flores is there. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We've played 2-0 Cincinnati. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great American Ballpark. Eric Campbell will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Now that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. I mean, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Standing in now, Becerra. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. The average right at the 200 mark on the year. 1 home run and 7 driven in. Tap foul at home plate. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Steven Matz will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Tyler Skaggs digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. Number 25 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Into the box, Hanser Alberto. As he'll line this one foul to the right side, out of play. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're up 2-0. David Wright will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. To 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
How about it?
You can bet he's muttering to himself heading back to the dugout. And he's not alone. These guys have just had a frustrating time of it from beginning to end thus far.
Here's Neil Walker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
And not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Yoenis Cespedes digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Big, slow breaking ball, one that drops in for a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Joey Votto is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he'd hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out. Settling in now, Scott Schebler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far, as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Oh, and he's got him eaten out of the palm of his hand right now. They don't know what's coming next.
Drilled to first. Oh, look at Campbell. Got him.
Oh, what a play. Oh, that is so smooth over there at first base. The ball's headed for the hole, but he pulls it in at full stretch. And then I thought he'd probably flip it, but he decides to just take it himself, and he wins that race to the bag.
Stepping in now, number 23. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We played 4 full. The Reds are on top, 2-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Conforto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. And all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Into the box, Wilmer Flores. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Alberto onto the grass. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-0. Zach Cozart comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
The shortstop, Zach.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. A quick out, number one.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Number 68 stands in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now batting.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking two right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Jose Peraza stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Tyler Skaggs will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Reds leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Eric Campbell makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And Votto will take this one to the bag himself for the out. Becerra is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Grounded to short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Steven Matz comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. A fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Number 25 will dig in now, just hoping to put one in play. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And he's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball. And there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Hanser Alberto will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
The 0-1 on its way. Well, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit hard but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one sent foul. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now the 0-2 pitch. Line hard into left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Joey Votto stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Goes the other way as this is line to left. Conforto is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now, there's just nothing you can do right there. You're talking lefty on lefty. He takes him the other way, hits the ball hard, but he just winds up with nothing to show for it.
Into the box now, Scott Schebler. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Number 23 started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoiding them.
Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Long throw to the plate, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guys throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Jim Henderson will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart, as he'll take a look at ball 1. One and 0 pitch on the way. Hit high and deep to right center. Becerra going back on it to the track. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Yeah, he scored that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down, as you see it one hop the wall out there, and he'll ease his way into second with a 2-run double.
Number 68 will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, David Wright, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Still no hits on the board for these guys, and we are seeing some great pitching in this one.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now pitch swung on and missed as they get a header right now, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, that has to be a huge disappointment for that guy right there. He made yet another great pitch, but this is going to wind up as an infield single, and it's going to take away the no-hitter along with it.
Neil Walker will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to first, and it's in time to get Walker as well. It's a double play. Yoenis Cespedes stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on.